Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and all FDP participants. I welcome you all to second day of 5 days national level faculty development program organized by Maharashtra Commerce Teachers Association and Achievers College of Commerce and Management. We are gathered here to exchange ideas and open discussion on empowering educators' mind. It is indeed a golden opportunity for each one of us to enrich and enlighten ourselves. Today, we have a session on sustainability of teachers in new education policy and artificial intelligence in commerce management education using modern teaching aids. Before moving further, I would like to give the preview of day one. In our first session, Principal Dr. H.P. Deshpande sir guided teachers on academic goal setting, and in second session, Principal Dr. Basavaraj sir delivered a session on knowledge creation and research publication, a pathway for career building. Both the sessions were appreciated by all the attendees. Moving further, our speakers needs no introduction. They have left an indelible mark on the field of education. Please give a warm welcome to all the resource person, and I would like to request Ms. Rashanda Sheikh Madam to present the introduction of resource person with us. Rashanda Madam.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. Good afternoon, all the participants. It's my privilege to introduce our today's resource person, Dr. Shraddha Bhome Madam. Madam is a principal of JK College of Science and Commerce, Ghanasoli. Madam has 18 years in UG experience, 9 years in PG, and 9 years in research. 17 students have completed PhD in Commerce and Management under her able guidance. She has 3 patents and 1 copyright published with Government of India. She has written 79 textbooks for various universities like Mumbai University, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Kutch and Kadi Gujarat, etc. universities. She is undergoing research project sponsored by ICSSR on NEP implementation. She has authored and co-authored and presented more than 139 research papers in national international conferences, on which 50 plus research papers are awarded as best research paper. She is recipient of 10 plus state, national, international award for the contribution in education and research. Invited as research person in 60 plus colleges. Member board of study as various colleges. She has organized many workshops, FDPs, SDPs, seminars, and conferences as secretary or coordinator and member in charge at national and international level. With this, I would now like to invite Dr. Shraddha Bhome Madam to enlighten the audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. And to begin with, let me be very, very sorry to all of you that I am just, due to some reason, I had to delay with my session. Yeah, moving ahead with respect to the conference, this faculty development program, I would like to extend my deep gratitude to the team, entire team behind this faculty development program. To begin with the core team, Dr. Tayavde sir, who is a president of Maharashtra Commerce Association, our own research guru and the guru, Dr. Shivare sir, who is the executive president. Then I would like to thank Valmik sir, who is the president of ICA, and he is the enthusiastic and dynamic principal of the Achievers College, Dr. Mahesh Vivandikar sir, and Vice Principal Sophia D'Souza ma'am. Thank you so much, all of you, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my little experience in this NEP with you all in the faculty development program. Moving ahead, the topic given to us to me today is related to every one of us. As you all are knowing that autonomous colleges already have started with implementing National Education Policy 2020, commonly said as NEP 2020. And we teachers whose colleges are affiliated to University of Mumbai, we all know we have to begin from June. So when the word NEP came or the document NEP came, the first picture which came to every one of us mind is our own sustainability. So what all we can do to sustain ourselves with this new education policy era. I'll be sharing some of my experiences and we will be, discussing moreover what all we as a teacher can adopt and adapt in order to sustain with this new education changing arena. So as per the new education policy 2020, higher education in India is poised for transformational changes. All Indian HEIs will be expected to achieve number of milestones to ensure they are fully prepared by 2030 for NEP, because this is also one of the requirement for accreditation. So when we are trying to get our institution ready to integrate with NEP, there are a lot of things which we need to keep in mind. So one of the first step with every college level we should do is we should create our own IDP. So what is IDP? It is nothing but institutional development plan. So college level, if we set up institutional development plan, teachers will use it. Automatically, we will put it to further stakeholders, that is office staff, as well as our own students. So IDP is nothing but one of the documentary framework which is designed for competency based education. So it is nothing but the model or a replica or a blueprint for preparedness for NEP 2020. So we can say what institution should do, what various departments should do, what various B schools should do, which are related to university or college to get the best outcome. That is nothing but IDP. And when we start with IDP, we have to keep in mind the time framework of 5 years. So in order to accomplish that goals in the 5 years, we teachers have to prepare short term, medium term, and long term objectives. So these goals should align with NEP targets. So moving ahead, what are the areas which will help us to sustain? The first parameter in institutional policy goes like multidisciplinary education. Then we all have heard academic bank of credit. Then skill development centers. Then more focus should be on Indian knowledge system. Then outcome based education. And we at college or institute level, we also go for distance as well as online education. So I'll be speaking about each of these activity, how we teachers should go or do in a classroom or at institution level, so as we ourselves can sustain very strongly in our coming years. So moving ahead towards the multidisciplinary education. What do you mean by multidisciplinary education? Can anybody say? What is multidisciplinary education? We can have, suppose I'm teaching accountancy. So environment. So how accountancy and environment are correlated? For example, green accounting, then reduction of carbon footprints, and accounting part of it. We can have that kind of add-on course or 2 credit course we can develop. So multidisciplinary education means that the faculty members from different departments need to work together, and they have to share their knowledge and expertise in order to come up with comprehensive plan which will address all aspects of the challenge. So here the goal is to develop the holistic approach that takes into account the unique need of each institute. Yes, you can also go for Excel formulas with artificial intelligence. Mithila ma'am has rightly quoted that. Yeah. Then another thing is green banking, green auditing, green human resource accounting. These are certain multidisciplinary education policies which we can adopt for this. So for this, what is a keyword? Keyword here is collaboration. There must be collaboration of 2 departments. So higher education institutes can bring the strong foundation. So that will help the institute or the teachers. Sometimes I heard our workload is getting reduced. So in this manner, by having the collaborations, you can sustain with the workloads load which you have on your shoulder. Are you getting me? You can give the reactions, you can unmute yourself, and you can say or you can write in the chat box. So, here I would like to highlight what you can do at institutional level in order to go further. See, things you need to include in your plan is you can describe the institute's goal and strategy for becoming multidisciplinary education. Then indicate the institution's strategies for combining the STEAM with humanities, sciences, social sciences, etc. Then environmental education in order to achieve the comprehensive and multidisciplinary education. Then outline the institution strategy for providing the flexible multidisciplinary curriculum which will allow for different entry points and exit points at the conclusion of the first, second, and third year of undergraduate study without comprehending instruction standards with appropriate examples. So here are certain ideas which you can see on the screen. The very first idea is introduce vocational programs, BVOC programs, such as retail management, BVOC, or income tax management. There are multiple BVOC programs which UGC is allowing to the teachers. So you can have that vocational programs at interaction. Then community college program. Um, 8 or 9 years before, Mumbai University had started with Smart Course. Coca-Cola, it was in association with Coca-Cola. So it was sales, management, retail, training. That kind of smart program was ideally designed. 2 years student will do like their 6 months internship in Coca-Cola, and 6 months they used to study in college like lectures. But this is how community college programs should also come up in future. Then we have to redesign the academic programs, and we have to add like green banking or green auditing or green accounting along with tally and Excel. because our students, commerce students, are in need of such thing. Then we also have to see that we provide the maximum flexibility for the students to choose the elective courses offered by other departments like travel and tourism. Some student is interested in that. So agro-tourism, uska accounting, you can correlate it with each other. So multidisciplinary education must be, incorporated at the school or B school or college level. Then yes, since last year, we all are behind the students for developing their own bank of credit, academic bank of credit, commonly called as ABC. It is the important part of NEP 2020 and it is designed specifically to give students greater flexibility in pursuing their academic goals. So the ABC database be behind the students. Why? Because it allows the students to collect, store, and transfer their earned credits. From where? From various streams, even from international bodies, apprenticeships, multiple entry exit points, and also technology enabled virtual mobility also. So students can choose the credits they wish to accumulate in database and according to their aspirations, they can upskill and upgrade themselves. So describe the initiative taken by the institution to fulfill the requirement of ABC. That is most important part teacher can do. Then you can provide details whether the institution has registered under ABC. If not, go ahead. Then as a teacher, we can, describe the institution for collaborations with not only Indian institutions but also foreign institutions in order to enable the credit transfer. So, how faculties are encouraged to design their own curriculum, pedagogical plan, pedagogical approach has to be also seen, and it should include in textbooks, then reading materials. Those teachers who are the authors, they can inculcate such ideas, and also teacher in the classroom can give assignments and various quiz, etc. for the students. So now, as I said, in order to have the ABC, what ideas you will include for implementation of ABC? Instruct each student to sign up at ABC portal. Redesign the ERP system of the institute in order to accommodate the requirement of multiple entry and exit. Encourage the students to enroll in and complete courses under the Ministry of HRD, that is Swayam, NPTEL, for added credits. And also, moreover, to add on this, you yourself can become the certified trainer or certified institute for giving the or offering the various unique add-on courses. Say for example, now I am developing one course, Indian Knowledge System and Portfolio Management. So my area is portfolio management. So I am just making a link of IKS and portfolio management. Very soon the videos will be uploaded on Swayam. So you yourself as a teacher, develop yourself, motivate yourself to put something new to the existing knowledge which we have given by ancestors. And you can go ahead. Moving further, as a teacher, we must focus, on skill development of the learners. Why? Because NEP policy includes initiatives and provision which supports vocational education. One vocational track must be there wherein 10 to 20% of the students must be enrolled for the program. Say, for example, few autonomous colleges in Mumbai, they have already started the course in travel and tourism for 2 credits or 4 credits. So, like that, we need to think what is the need of an hour in our own particular stream, and we should go with skill development with experiential learning for the learners. So, to be ready for this, it is important to have the well developed skill development program in college as such. So, HEI should map out their skill development resource requirements, that is, what kind of trainers they can have, what kind of infrastructure is available and is required, how are you going to have the course or course pattern, whether it is online, offline, or hybrid, whether it will be useful for the working students, those who are going to the job post college hours, or sometimes we have economically backward students with us. So are these kind of courses catering the needs of such students who are economically backward but are willing to do the things in hybrid mode? So we should, have the proper paperwork as a teacher. Then they would also need, you also need to ensure that curriculum is up to date, matching the needs of industry. The course scheduler should provide sufficient flexibility to the students to pursue part-time or multiple courses simultaneously, because NEP is focusing on simultaneous courses as well. So one has to provide the details of the program. Every teacher should find out what new he or she should can add in their existing curriculum. So you can introduce industry collaborated value added courses. There are ample of foundations. They are providing skill based training free of cost to the students with certain companies' CSR initiatives. So, as a teacher or as a placement head or a skill development head of the college, you as a teacher, you have to find out what are the authorities or organizations who are giving this facility to us. You need to find it out, and then you need to go ahead with the same. Then also you need to tie up with various industries for internships of the students. 100% internships must be promoted. How? I'll give you the example. See, in internship, basically 1 month or 1.5 months, it's sufficient. So we can tie up, we being the commerce or accounting teachers, we can do a tie-up with CAs nearby to our college area, and in that we can find out lot of have the MOU with it or collaboration with it. Even I have recently done a collaboration with ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, for TEL program, wherein all the students who will complete the training will be given the internship opportunities. So this is how your collaboration linkage MOUs will also increase, and your students are getting professional approach. We, the small colleges, we are in need of such kind of collaborations and tie-ups. So as a teacher, if we really want to sustain, we have to go beyond the chalk and talk method, and we need to sustain with various ideas related to internships. You can also tap various HR companies or marketing companies in the nearby area where your students can go on rotation basis. Say, for example, your BMS marketing class, it has only 30 students or 60 students. So, accordingly, within a year, how many students can go, in which month, make the timetable, and accordingly send the batches of students for internships by making proper timetable. Then for skill certification, you can go and do a tie-up with such institutes who make sure that you by the time your student finishes the undergraduate program, they will be employable with the skill based courses. That new ACCA, accounting, CA, international CA, or international CME. These are the degrees, which you can achieve along with your graduation. So here, at the one hand, students' graduation is getting completed, and at the other hand, the student is coming up with the professional degree. So that approach has to be there. Then, Indian knowledge system. Now I will be giving you one exercise for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you all will be doing the exercise. You will be writing in chat box from now your subject and your ICAS method, and then we will be discussing in detail how we as a teacher can go for teaching the ICAS. It's 2:59 in my watch. At 3:05, I will be checking the chat box. You all will be writing it in the chat box. ICAS, and how are you going to implement it? Your time starts now. Chat box, no one has written anything. So your subject and IKS. Come on. Who will speak? Madam, can you unmute people and will ask them? Or shall I share? Participants, are you ready with the ideas? Participants, are you ready with the ideas? Are nobody is interested? Okay, I'll speak continuously. Madam, anyone is ready with idea? IKS and the subject. The maths teacher here in the audience. Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Then give us the ideas, your subject and IKS.
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
given activity to the teachers.
Yes, ma'am. So, hi, I'm Dr. Shivani Nayak from NMIMS. So, with respect to management and how I combined IKS was, of course, one subject is Indian ethos in management. So, in Indian ethos, we try to teach something like maybe Chanakya Niti along with management. So that is one. Then there are probably books available on Chanakya Niti, so we can teach something and we can also give them some thing to study on their own, like that. And similarly, we can apply history and along with management. And now recently somebody had written Bhagavad Gita, and how management can be taught with the help of principles of Bhagavad Gita. So all this can be applied. This is how IKS can be combined with management, at least.
So you being the management teacher, you will use various management guru books and you will refer management people who are actually very good.
Yes, madam.
Then another thing is, anyone, somebody has written accounts and PPT
Yes,
and
madam.
MCQ. Okay.
Yes, madam. I'm teaching accounts, madam, and
Okay.
we are giving assignment and plus, madam, recent case studies like ventures, big companies getting together to analyze their financial ratios. That will help them in the realistic way. That will help us in their actually whenever they will be in job. That will help us a very lot.
Okay. So that is your idea about accountants.
Yes, madam. Accounts, hi.
Okay.
Thank,
Excellent.
thank you, madam.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Accounts हो गया, management हो गया. Any economics teacher? If here economics teacher can go for again Kautilya's Arthashastra and related to Chanakya Niti as well, various aspects. Then mathematics teacher can go for Vedic mathematics, that is a part of Indian knowledge system, and also all our system, solar system or universe, like that related certain studies can go under mathematics. Then if any physical education teacher, or we all also can, being irrespective of our profession or stream or main domain, like accounts teacher or commerce teacher or management teacher, I feel personally we all can do one of the yoga course to sustain in the market. And we can also, along with our routine workload, we can start yoga training in our own college, in our own campus for the students. Right, teachers? Do you agree with me? So, most important part of Indian higher education system to consider is the integration of Indian knowledge system into their overall NEP 2020 preparedness. So me as a principal in my college, I have done a collaboration with ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. They have their own Indian Accounting Museum. They have their own museum, accounting museum, and we will be launching it in coming week. That Indian Accounting Museum, the way towards IKS in accountancy. Or if I am an environment teacher, I'm going to start the environment wall in my own college, where the students will collect the data which is now and what was in past. So some of the groups will be given such kind of work and to maintain the environment wall in the college campus. So these kind of initiatives must be done at college level as well as me as a teacher level. So you could start the courses under the category of understanding India, like rivers of India or monuments of India. You can have the collaboration with architectural colleges or monuments of India or some kind of thing. So which will promote understanding the Indian heritage. That is also expected as a teacher. So you should have such kind of linkages, MOUs, collaborations, and that will again serve best for accreditation path that is expected. I'm giving 2 more minutes to you participants out of you. If somebody can say, it will be highly grateful. Any participant? Yes? I don't think anybody is interested, or it's a good afternoon time to everyone. So let's move further to the next part. Moving ahead, outcome based education. That is also one of the main integral part of NEP 2020. So this extends to Indian higher education institution to be ready for OBE. See, we must define clear learning outcomes for each of our course, as well as we have to create the assessment measures these outcomes accordingly. So also we need to adopt student centric teaching methods, and we have to provide the students the access to variety of resources that range from audio visual material to classroom simulations, as well as you can add experiential learning. I'll give you a few examples how these ideas can be implemented by you. You all know NEP focuses on e-content development. So we as a teacher, we have to develop our own e-content. The same PPT presentation with voiceover can be, converted into video, and it can be uploaded on either YouTube channel, personal or college YouTube channel. Now again, WhatsApp has come up with the WhatsApp channel. So we should use this in order to have our own e-content and its promotion. Another thing is we can also introduce AOL, that is assurance of learning, in our own institute, and to ensure that you should be completely aligned with NEP goals as a teacher. Now in this, moving ahead, uh, we are being asked, to go with experiential learning as one of the integral part of our NEP 2020. So now I am teaching, say for example, financial market subject to the accounting and finance and banking insurance student. So how I should include experiential learning in that? I have used it in last 2 years, although we were not autonomous. Very first, what I did is I have asked the students to join the add-on course related to share market live trading. While doing the add-on course, I have also asked my own students to watch 2 movies. We have seen the movies together, namely Guru and Corporate. 2 movies, we have shown them in the college auditorium. Once those movies got over, I have given the assignment to the student to make the summary video of that movie. What have they learned from Guru and what have they learned from Corporate? So this is one of the experiential learning for the students. Another thing, down the line with Government of India initiative towards financial literacy program, I have asked the students to go and literate the people who are street vendors or who are selling their products in our local trains. So students have gone on the field and have explained what is life insurance, what is mutual funds, what is debit card, how debit card is to be used securely, why PIN number is not to be shared. So they have created the awareness to those who are unreached community. So this is how you can ask the learners or the students and give them the practical exposure of the same. And the students also you can ultimately ask them to trade with various mockstock.com or kelo.com kind of websites and give them the period of 1 month and check their progress of buying and selling on the stock market. Am I clear to participants? You can write in the chat box so that I will understand whether you are understanding me or not. Okay, thank you. Then another example I'll give you. I am teaching research methodology from UG to PG and PhD. So while teaching research methodology subject, what experiential learning I can do? I can give you all one assignment to go on Google Scholar, download the articles. So how to go on Google Scholar, then how to sort the articles, how to download it, how to read it, evaluate it, and then critically synthesize it. I'll teach them experientially in lab and compute and library. Then I'll take them one day to the library. I will show them the difference between textbooks, reference book, accession number. Then I'll teach them what is ISBN, what is ISSN. Then I can show them what are actually journals. See, I was not aware till I was doing MPhil the difference between ISSN and ISBN. So this is what we learned. But we should make sure that our next generation is polished and sharpened. So one day we can take them to the library and we can show the difference between these books, reference books, accession number, 652 point something, when starts with management books. Like that, students must be aware. Then ISBN 12 digit का है, 10 digit का है, क्या है, ISSN 8 digit का है कि 6 का है. This generation should know in advance and we can take them to library and we can show them properly. So this is how we as a teacher, we can give them the experiential learning. Then another important thing is what you can do along with this is you can, if you're teaching methods of data collection, you can also tell them, don't tell them, okay, this is question, list of question, so this is interview. Go and ask it. No. Give them certain situation. जैसे सर ने बोला sometime before, case study. Give them the situation. Ask them to prepare certain list of questions for that situation. And then you tell the difference. Okay, go and collect it from 5 to 6 people together and go and collect the data from individual person. So this is a personal interview. Another previous one was a focus group interview. Ask certain students to go with the proper photocopy or printout of the questionnaire, and then also ask the person to fill up the questionnaire with certain questions. You just have to tick mark yes, no. So it is a dichotomous question. Ask them to have more than 2 options or 1 option multiple choice question. Ask them to give the brief answer. So we can say it is a close-ended, open-ended question. So this is how teach them with various activities. Take the students to the mall on Women's Day and ask the students to collect the data from the ladies. Certain ladies, you ask them to observe. Certain ladies, you ask them to go with QR code. Certain ladies, you ask them to go with proper questionnaire, written and typed and printed, and ask them to get the feedback and the reviews about your study which you want to. So this is how you can do the outcome-based education with e-content development by having your own videos and also with experiential learning. Am I clear to you all participants?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So the next one is distance or online education. Online education has become new normal post pandemic, and it is important to ensure that we as a teacher and our own institute is well equipped to provide the quality education virtually. So we have to invest in good technology platforms for virtual learning with easy to use features like lecture recordings, course materials, discussion forums, tests, and exams. So ensure every faculty member, we ourselves, are trained in the use of technology. Then give students access to free resources in your library or other softwares in order to have the better e-learning experiences that is expected at your level. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll come. Till the time you all, I'm giving you one assignment for the same. You prepare which all softwares you can use while going for uh, accounting related things or commerce related things. If you want to teach, how will you be using the softwares? जैसा कि अभी research methodology है, so I may use Enlist software or I may use the Google Scholar software. So ऐसे कौन से softwares आप आपके student को दे सकते हो? I want you all to write it in the chat box so that it will be clear for me that you are in the pipeline of understanding. And you all know MOOC courses are there, LMS are there. So you have to understand. Please write it in the chat box. Time starts now. Yes. So many people have written Tally, ERP for e-commerce, Oracle, SAP. Yes, research, SPSS. Even for research, you can go with Excel, the same Excel which we are using. Advanced Excel हो गया तो उसमें analysis you can do very easily. So this is how we as a teacher, we can go for final this one. Then dear participants, now I'll be giving you one activity again for NEP, what you want to hold as a teacher. How will you grow as a teacher? Let me know your own thought. Write it in the chat box. I'm giving you, write in the chat box your own thought. How will you develop yourself? And then I will conclude with the session. Time starts now. So just to conclude with the ideas like distance education, then IKS and various other things, we as a teacher should incorporate in order to go and understand various FDPs, various programs. There is Bhishma School of Indian Knowledge System in Pune. They are running various short-term, medium-term courses for the teachers. We as a teacher should go for that, and to this, don't take it as a burden. Don't treat workload as a load. Go with the flow, learn, enjoy a lot of FDPs, and moreover is important is search what is Indian knowledge in your own subject. The way I have found out ICAS, Indian Accounting Museum, and I have collaborated with Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I would like each and every college who is teaching accountancy or commerce subject should go for collaborating with professional bodies. You as a teacher, you have to groom up yourself, and is start writing the course material, like, and upload it on Swayam or MOOC courses, so that it will be highly experiential teaching to you along with experiential learning to the learners. That's all from my side. So be the part of New India Literacy Program as it has been shown. And while giving you examples, I have also given the financial literacy module exam, and how I have taught to the learners with the movies Guru and Corporate, or research with experiential learning in various visits to malls or railway station, ask them to collect the data. So this is how you have to keep on thinking beyond the box. That is a way to sustain in an EP. Thank you so much everyone for patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam,
Thank you, sir.
for giving the information on sustainability of teachers in new education policy. We are truly grateful for sharing your valuable insights. Now the session is open for question and answer. If anybody has any question, kindly unmute yourself and ask to the resource person, or you can post your question in comment box also.
Any questions they can ask in chat box, or they can unmute and ask. No issues. But yes, the thing is we need to be ready for NEP preparedness. We need to. Atmanirbhar, not IP Nirbhar. That is a thing we need to follow. I think, sir, there are no questions.
Okay, madam. At the end of the session, I would like to invite Mrs. Madhuri Murbade, madam, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. Good evening all. I, Assistant Professor Madhuri Murbade, would like to give sincere thanks to all the members of Advisory Committee and Patron of 5 days National Level Faculty Development Program organized by MCA in association with Achievers College of Commerce and Management, Kalyan. I also would like to thank our today's resource person, Dr. Shraddha Bhome madam, for conducting such an informative and engaging lecture on the topic sustainability of teaching in NEP. Madam, we are seriously grateful for your valuable insights. Thank you. Over to Rajesh sir.
Thank you so much, madam. Without any further delay, I would okay. Without any further delay, I would like to start the second session for the day, which is on AI in commerce management education using modern teaching aids. Once again, I welcome you all, and without any further delay, I would like to request Mrs. Pratima Vishwakarma madam to introduce our resource person. Pratima madam.
Thank you, Shraddha. Good afternoon to all participants. I am delighted to introduce our today's resource person, Professor Dr. A.M. Guru sir. He is a former principal, fellow of Indian Commerce Association and Maharashtra Commerce Association, and head of the Department of Commerce and Management at Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sir has a remarkable academic record with 15 degrees and diplomas in various fields of commerce and management, including 2 delights. Including 2 delights degree from the USA. He has also completed 3 PhD degrees in finance, HRM, and marketing. He's also guided 19 PhD degree students. He has published nine books as an author and 28 books as a co-author, and more than 200 research papers in reputed journal. He has also completed 16 research projects and received several grants and awards for this research contribution. Sir has a rich experience in teaching, administration, and consultancy. She has taught various subjects such as HRM, costing, management, accounting, marketing, and entrepreneurship to undergraduate and postgraduate students. He has also held various positions such as coordinator, vice principal, principal, treasurer, president, dean, and director of various academic and administrative units. He has also conducted more than 200 training programs for various industrial and marketing employees. Professor Dr. A.M. Guru sir have been interested in social and agricultural activities. He has worked in agriculture since 25 years and has received awarded for the contribution to the rural development. He is an avid reader, writer, researcher, and has a passion for the learning and sharing his knowledge. So today he is here to share these insights and experiences with us on the topic AI in commerce management education using modern teaching aids like SWAYAM MOOCs effectively. I am sure we all are benefited from this wisdom and expertise. With this, I would now like to invite Dr. A.M. Guru sir to enlighten the audience.
Thank you, madam. Please allow me to share my PPTs. Whether my PPT is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Yes, sir.
Audience is not visible to me. May I start?
Good afternoon,
Yes, sir,
sir.
please. Yes, sir. Please.
Very good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon, sir.
All respected teachers who joined for this faculty development.